dear brothers and sisters, Allah Azza wa Jal told us in His book about the most important people, about the prophets and messengers, who are the model, who are the idol, who are the symbol, who are the image. He told us about their morals. He told us about their real life, not invented thing, not virtual thing, not imagined thing, not imaginary. It's real. It is something happened in the history of humanity. And this is Allah describe us at the starting of a chapter of Yusuf, that نحن نقص عليك أحسن القصص. We narrated to you the best story. We narrated to you the story full with wisdom, the story full with lessons, the story useful to your life, to your happiness, to your dunya and your akhirah. For this reason, we try to go through the life, through the biography of the prophets and messengers, but from the pure source, from the best source we can get these stories and biography, from the book of Allah and from the Quran. We reach the biography of Yusuf alayhi salam, and we saw how this prophet faced a lot of difficulties, a lot of trials, a lot of wrongdoings from the people around him, from his family, from his brothers, from the people who found him. And he is just a child, and he has no sin. He is not guilty. He didn't do anything. But this is the way how you elevate. This is the way how you become something precious. How the diamond. Can we have the diamond without pressure? It's impossible. It's impossible. Can we put the iron in the airplane or in Tesla without melting it and take all the dirty of it? It's impossible. So this is the rule, this is the law of life. When you need to elevate and improve, you have to pay your effort. You have to be patient. You have to be firm on the straight way. We reach ayah number 22. And this ayah describes the situation of Yusuf after he reached the house of the minister of financing in Egypt, and he lived at his house for a while. But now he reached the maturity. He reached this maturity, and he start to feel as any human that he is a man, and the man has a desire, and the man has everything. But Allah Azza wa Jal gave him and told him that وَلَمَّا بَلَغَ أَشُدَّهُ, and when he reached the maturity, we gave him the judgment, we gave him the wisdom, we gave him the knowledge. Free of charge? No. And thus we reward the doers of good. We rewards the best people. We rewards al-muhsinin. Al-muhsinin, and as we know that ihsan is a maqam over iman. You have to be and to end the level of iman, and then you elevate to the level of ihsan. So Allah Azza wa Jal gave this knowledge gave this wisdom, gave this judgment to the people who reach this level. Oh, it is not for prophet and messengers only? No, it is not. Because Allah said, وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. In this way, we reward the muhsinin. So it is not only for prophets, it's not only for messengers, it's not only for men, it is for anyone, men or women, prophet, messengers, or normal people. But when he reached this level of ihsan, Allah will give him the hukman wa ilma, the wisdom, the judgment, and the knowledge. So when he reached this situation, now the wife and the woman who lead and who control the house, she is the wife of the Aziz Masr. Aziz means the minister of financing. So she is his wife. This lady, she's very beautiful lady, and she's princess, and she has a great palace, and she has a lot of servant, and she has everything in our language today. A lot of money, a lot of everything. But she tried to seduce Yusuf alayhi salam. She tried to tempt him. She tried to fascinate him. وراودته. And this is the problem. Yusuf has a lot of beauty in his face, in his body, but the real beauty in his heart, the real beauty in his nur, the real beauty in his moral, the real beauty is in his knowledge, the real beauty in his wisdom, the real beauty in his connection to Allah. Unfortunately, this lady looked to the cheap beauty, which is the beauty of body. Everyone, he or she has beauty in his body, but we will lose this beauty sooner or later, day by day, day after day. We were child, young, youth, men, women, and then we became old and we start to lose this beauty. But the beauty of morals, the beauty of faith, the beauty of connection to Allah, the beauty of real nur of Allah is increase and increase and increase. And it has no relation how much your age, it has no relation where you are, how much you have. It's related to your effort and to the generosity of Allah. So this lady didn't look to the real beauty of Joseph, but she looked to the body beauty. So first of all, she seduced him. And seducing now is a great satanic college. It's a great satanic college. Today, trillions of dollars spent for seducing, spent for tempting in the movies, in the media, in the perfume manufacturing, in the fashion and design. There are thousands of people just to design everything to make it very clear the beauty of the body. And this is seducing. وراودته. It is today in our world we do this satanic seducing. Satanic seducing. Why? Because it's calling to illegal relation. So this lady, this prince, seduced him. And she started to send a message. Perfume, smile, fashion, clothes, all of these is a message of seducing. And she found that there is no answer. This person is special person. He is a real man. He has his connection with his Lord. He didn't respond. So she go more. Maybe, and of course, Satan control her. Maybe he didn't feel secure. Maybe he afraid someone come in. Maybe. So what should I do? Close the doors. Locked the doors. Locked the doors. And this is what she did. So she closed the doors and make everything secure. She closed the door, she locked the door, and he didn't move. He didn't do anything. Oh, really? First step, second step, third step, there is no response. Now she told him. Now she talked to him clearly. I am ready for you. وقالت هيت لك. I am ready for you. And when he told him, he answered her. He answered her. قال معاذ الله. He said, I seek the refuge of Allah. I afraid from Allah. I don't do anything of it because of Allah. إنه ربي أحسن مثواي. He is my Lord who made good to me and good life and good residence to me. Here I will stop little bit. إنه ربي أحسن مثواي. He is my Lord who care of me. إنه ربي أحسن مثواي. He has given me a good loading indeed. And in reality, some mufassirin, some scholars said that he mean the owner of the house who care about him, who ask his wife to take care about him and to give him everything he need. This is an idea, but really the most of our mufassirin, they said that it is, he mean Allah Azza wa Jal, that Allah, He is my Lord. He is the one who care about me, who save me in the well, who brought me here, who gave me the people who care about me. So all my beneficial, all my bounties, all my gifts are from Him, from Allah. So إنه ربي أحسن مثواي. He is my Lord who gave me this. إنه لا يفلح الظالمون. Indeed, wrongdoers will not succeed. Here really is very important thing we have to understand. We have to focus on this ayat, to take wisdom, to take lessons. There are many lessons. First of all, nothing will stop anyone to do and to omit the sin or to make illegal relation except if he fears from Allah. If there is no fearing from Allah, nothing will stop him. For this reason, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam told us, if someone come to or ask for a marriage from your family and he has a good moral and he is good in his faith, you have to respond to him. You have to respond to him. Of course, if there is an agreement between the girl and the boy, between the man and the woman, if there is agreement and he has a good faith and he has a good moral, you have to respond to him. If we choose in this way, we take the person who care about daughter, who think good about daughter, who didn't cheat our daughter. But if we're looking for money, if we're looking for just beauty, if we're looking about his position, about his power, we will pay the price. We will pay the price in the future. Because first of all, we have to have a person who fear Allah. And we have a proverb in Arabic, the person who didn't fear Allah, fear him. Fear him because he can do every bad things because he didn't watch Allah and he didn't fear Allah. This is the first point. The second point, Yusuf is the role model, is the ideal character for this what we call good morals, for how he saved himself, for those who want to protect themselves from al-haram, from the illegal relation, from the bad relation. Yusuf alayhi salam is simple. He is an image. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam put him and take him as a role model. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam take this story from the Quran when this great lady invite him to do what to do and he refused and he said, I fear Allah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam told us great hadith, or it's a part from great hadith about the 7 people. Those people, Allah will protect them at the day of judgment. Allah will cover them. Allah will shadow them. Allah will shadow them. And in that day, there is no shadow except the shadows of Allah Azza wa Jal. So, one of the 7 people who Allah will shadow them at the day of judgment, a person, a man, a nice woman, that beauty and that power call him to have illegal relation, and he said and he answered, I fear Allah. Ma'adh Allah, innahu Rabbi ahsana maswai. Ma'adh Allah, I fear Allah. This person, this man, this young man, he will be under the shadow of Allah in the day of judgment. This man, Allah will be proud of him in front of the angels. Allah will be proud with this man and this young man. إن الله ليباهي ملائكته بالشاب الذي لا صبوة له. Allah will be proud in front of the angels about the young man who has no fault, who has no sin. All his interest to satisfy his Lord, all his interest to be good with his Lord. So this lady do everything. She seduced him, sent many messages in many ways. After that, she closed the door. After that, she told him and called him, and there is no way. And after that, we reach ayah number 24. And in ayah number 24, Allah said, وَلَقَدْ هَمَّتْ بِهِ. And certainly, she determined, she decided to seduce him. She decided to have relation with him. And he determined and decide for what? To do the same? This ayah is very critical. This ayah is very critical. And it need really to understand something in the Arabic language. Something in the Arabic language. First of all, when we say لَقَدْ هَمَّتْ, this قَد, that means it's 100%. She did that. But he didn't do this because he watched the proof of his Lord. لولا أن رأى برهان ربه. So the sentence is, because he saw the proof is his Lord, he didn't determine, he didn't do the same to her. I hope the meaning is clear now. If it is not, please let me know. The ayah in Arabic, the meaning in Arabic that because, لولا, because he watch or he see the evidence of his Lord, he didn't do the same to her. And he didn't want to do relation to her. But if there is no this proof from his Lord, he will do this. For this reason, he didn't do because some people said, oh, he is a man, he has the same feeling. No, it is not. There is nothing of this. He didn't do this because Allah helped him and let him be the proof. What is the proof? The scholars, the Mufassirin has many idea about this. Some of them said that it is the teaching of Allah. It is the knowledge of Allah. It is the wisdom Allah gave to him. And that's right. And that's right. Some other scholars said more about this. One of them, Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas, he is one of the great Mufassirin at the age of the Prophet Muhammad. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam make dua to him to be a great scholar. Allahumma allimhu at-ta'wil, that teach him how to explain the Quran. So Ibn Abbas said that what's happening at this minute, that Yusuf saw the picture of Yaqub. Really, the picture means the soul of Yaqub. He saw it in front of him and he told him not to do this. Not to do this. And really, this is happening. And in the biography of Sahaba and the Seerah of the Prophet, we have a lot of this story. One of it that one time Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu, the Khalifa Umar, giving a Jum'ah speech. And suddenly he stopped and he warning and he said, Ya Sariyat al-Jabal al-Jabal. Oh Sariya, take care of the mountain. And Sariya is in the Persian country, in the Persian land. And he told them, I heard the Khalifa Umar warn me from the mountain. So when he turned to the mountain, he found that the enemy coming from that side. So he stopped them. So this story is available. And this is, as I said, this is what Yusuf alayhi salam watched. كذلك لنصرف عنه السوء والفحشاء. For this reason, we want to protect him. We want to avoid him for evil and immorality things, because he is from our chosen servant. إنه من عبادنا المخلصين. There is a difference between مخلصين and مخلصين. مخلصين, honest, truthful. مخلصين is something over مخلصين. It's chosen servant. He is one of the chosen servant. And he ran away because he don't want to do there anything. He ran away. And alhamdulillah, he ran away. Because she catch him and she tear his shirt from the back. And suddenly they found their Lord. They found her husband on the door. And suddenly she changed. Suddenly she changed everything, because she is the one who loved the body, but the one who loved the soul, and the one who loved the nur, and the one who loved the real character didn't change his situation. But this lady who loved only the appearance, she changed. And she said, what is the penalty of the one who intend evil for your wife? We should imprison him, or we should give to him a painful punishment. A painful punishment. At this point, Joseph in Ayah 26 told him, she seduced me. I didn't do anything. She seduced me. And now there's only two people. There's no witnesses. What could we do? We need the people of experience. We need to simulate the accident. And this is what happened if there is an accident, if there is a crime, if there is, they bring the expert people, and this expert look, and they can imagine what's going on. So now an expert come, and he said that if his shirt teared from the back, إن كان قميصه قد من قبل فصدقت وهو من الكاذبين. If his shirt teared, torn from the front, then she has told the truth and he is liars. But if his shirt is torn from back, then she has lied and he is truthful. He is honest. And when the Lord come and look, and this is in ayah 28, and he found that his shirt torn from the back, he said, indeed, it is of your plan, your kaid, إنه من كيدكن. Indeed, your plan is great. إن كيدكن عظيم. And here I want to stop, because there is a great mistake some people did it in this life. Some people take these sentences, indeed your plan is great, and they said, Allah said this. Allah told us that there's two things great: the moral of the Prophet, وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ, and the plan of the woman, إِنَّ كَيْدَكُنَّ عَظِيمٍ. And here I want to stop. Allah didn't say this. It is the Minister of Financing, it is the Lord of the house who said this. He said, it is from your plan. Your plan is great. And he is talking about his wife and the woman around her in this very fancy society, in this very rich society. So it is not a rule. It is not all the women under these sentences. No, it is not. And it is not what Allah said. For the Prophet, Allah said, your moral is great. But here is a man said this. So we have to understand. We have to know. It is for this story. It is for those group of women. It is not for all the women through the history. And who said that is the person who is the Lord of the house, who is the Minister of Financing. We have to understand this because it is very important. Yesterday, when I gave this lecture in Arabic, one of my students, he said, Sheikh, but this is mentioned in the Quran. I said, yes, Allah mentioned in the Quran and told us who said this. He didn't say, قال تعالى إن كيدكن. Allah didn't say this. The man said this. And he continued and he said that it is because of your plan. It is because of your kaid. So it's for specific situation, and from this person, we cannot make it a rule for every woman. And when he insists, I told him, if you mean this is for every woman, what you are talking about Virgin Mary? What you are talking about Khadija radiallahu anha? What you are talking about Aisha, about Fatima, about all these great ladies in our human history, in our faith history, in our Iman history. So, as I said, it is not a rule. And let me say something between two brackets. There are some men who has a plan much more greater than woman. You know, it's not a matter of men or a woman. It is a matter who sold his soul to Satan. anyone sold his soul to Satan, he will be with a great plan. Whatever he is, man or woman. You know, the wife of the Aziz Masr, of the Lord of this house, what she asked for? She asked him to put him in a prison, or to punish him with painful punishment. But what did brothers of Yusuf did? Brothers of Yusuf did kill him, threw him in the well. Which more difficult? This situation or that situation? Which is more criminal? This or this? For this reason, we said what is said. Every stereotype is not accepted. It's not a stereotype. I cannot say woman this, like this, men like this. No, it is not. Those are doing this. Those people, those men doing this. But any stereotype is not accepted in Islam. In this story, there are a lot of lessons to every believer. There are a lot of wisdom we have to understand how to act, how to protect ourselves and to protect our children and to protect our generation from falling in mistake, because everything around them push them to fall in mistake, to commit sins, to do adultery, to make mistakes, everything around them, in school, in media, in movies. And we don't have anything except the mercy of Allah, but we have to do our best. May Allah give you khair and afiyah. May Allah accept from all of you. And inshallah, we will continue the ayat about Yusuf alayhi salam next week. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم أعنا على دوام ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك، ولا تجعلنا يا إلهنا يا مولانا من الغافلين. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه، وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه، واغفر اللهم لنا ولوالدينا ولمشايخنا، والحمد لله رب العالمين. ربنا تقبل منا بسر الفاتحة.